I'm Carmela, and I'm back. I actually left off talking about the deception of a mother with her son. She used her son to deceive the father. And I'm talking about the story of Isaac, Esau, and Jacob, and Rebekah, the mother. Rebekah and Isaac were married, but they had two sons, Esau and Jacob. The topic is a man gets tired too. Now, this is not this man's fault of what's going on. I blame it on the mother. She the one teaches him to be a liar, to be deceiving, and to steal, to take someone else's birthright. That is what she passed on to her son. So I'm here, and I was in the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter. I was at that third verse, and we talked about how the father Isaac called his oldest son Esau to let him know, listen, I don't know the time I'm going to die. My eyes are dim. I really can't see you, so let's take advantage of this. Go cook me a meal as I love it. Bring it back so I can bless you. That is what he tells his son. But that is up to the first to the fourth verse. Now, the fifth verse says, and Rebekah heard when Isaac, her husband, spake to Esau, their son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it to his father. Now Rebekah, this is what Rebekah does with her deceiving self. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not always women. We as women need a lot of help. So what she does, and Rebekah, she spake unto Jacob, which is not the eldest son, which she said her son, saying, behold, I hear that thy father spoke to your brother Esau. He told Esau to bring some venison. So this is what I want you to do. Go bring me some venison and make me a savory meat that I may eat, bless thee before the Lord, before my death. So she tells Jacob what Isaac told Esau. And you know, women, we think about it. We think faster than men. It's not really giving us a timeline, but all I know is this woman heard something, and she had more favor with Jacob. She favored Jacob more than she favored Esau, and so she wanted Jacob to be more blessed. So she have her son Jacob do what the father wanted Esau to do. So what happens here, the 8th verse says, so she says, now therefore my son, she said, I need you to obey the voice according to that which I commanded you. She said, I need you to go to the flock right now, fetch me from thence 2 good kids of goats, right? And then she says, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. Even though the son Esau had been fixing this meal, the mother knew how to fix it herself. Maybe she taught Esau how to do it. See? She taught the brother how to cook. He was able to cook that meal so much that the father said, cook it the way I like it. I don't need my wife, Rebekah, to do it. I know how you do it. So go ahead on and cook it the way I like it and come back so I can bless you. I wonder if he cooked it and it wasn't to his liking, would he still bless his son? Just a thought. I was just wondering. So here, this woman who passed on this spirit of being a liar, being a deceiver, and a thief. What a bad combination. How many of you women out there are teaching your sons and passing down to them things that would be detrimental to their life? That spirit of deception. How many of you teaching your children to deceive? You know what I was guilty of teaching my children to do? Was this. If I get a phone call, and if it's a bill collector or someone I don't want to speak to, I want you to tell them your mama not at home, or your mama's busy. And I can be literally sitting right there at the phone. Get the phone. I don't want to talk to them. Say I'm busy. Tell them I'm gone. Guess what I'm doing? I'm teaching them how to lie. I'm making them liars. You see? I'm guilty. I'm guilty of passing on something that is ugly, do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So, here this woman teaches her son how to be a deceiver, how to be a liar, and how to be a thief. That's why I'm saying to you, it is not always the man's fault you're going through something. It is the woman. Especially when a man, I was just going to say, especially when a man don't know he's the head. And that is not the truth. That is not the truth. Because Adam knew he was the bomb. You understand? It's just that this woman had a way about herself that she was able to deceive him. You understand? He's beguiled, whatever the case may be. You can say that Rachel used her son Jacob to beguile his own dad. See, I'm telling you, it does not matter your bloodline. Deceivers, liars, and thieves that steal your birthright, your blessing, are looking you right in your face. And I'm sure that Jacob would have gotten a blessing, that he wouldn't have to steal it. It just wasn't going to be as great because he was not the eldest son. What did Rebecca do? So let's go here. She tells him in that 9th verse what to go do. She says she's going to fix this meat just the way the dad likes. So the 10th verse says, and thou shalt bring it to thy father that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before he dies. Now, if Jacob's home, right, don't go well because of the spirit that she imparted in her son, whose fault is it? Where did it initiate from? The mother. I say this to people. If a woman is having a problem with her son, how was he raised by his mother? Because it's not always the father. I know a lot of fathers not at home, in the houses of families, and there's a lot of single family homes. But how a man treats a wife, a woman, I believe is by how his mother treated him. What did she teach him? How did she care for him? Was she attentive to him? Was she quiet? Was she loud? Was she bombastic? Was she a woman of the street? Was she a clubber, an alcoholic, a drug user, a smoker? Children mimic what they see. And it usually say a daughter marries someone who's like their father, and a man marries someone like his mother. And if his mother was a deceiver, he finds a woman to deceive. And guess where it came from? The mother. Yeah. So on this point, I'm saying a man get tired too, is because the things that his mother did. Jacob got to the point where he was tired of living the lie that his mama initiated him in. He was tired of being a thief because he stole his brother's birthright. And he was tired of being a deceiver because that means he lived a life of deception even with his family. It was not his fault. I know it doesn't tell me how old this man was, how old Jacob was. But you know, sons are into pleasing their mamas. A man get tired too. So Jacob, at a certain point in his life, he was ready to go home. He was ready to face his fears. He was ready to be truthful, not with just with his brother, but with God, with his wife, because he was deceiving to his wife. I guarantee you when he was married, he didn't go back and say, honey, I want you to know that I stole my brother's birthright. Listen to this. I lied to my father and I was a deceiver. I don't think so. I'll be back. I gotta pause for the cause. 5, 4, 3.